Hello everyone, this is Hannes von Dahl from Sabaton, and you're watching Antihero Magazine.
So in y'all's music, do you feel with each album you have to one-up yourself each time you guys go into the studio to record?
I guess, like, unconsciously we do, because you have to. But we never really try to, go in there with too high hopes, or like, now we're making the masterpiece, or, now we're going to make the best album ever. More like we keep on doing it as we've always done. We write heavy metal music that we liked, or like, because that has seemed to be working so far. So I guess if you stray from your path too much and get too, hubris, then it will fuck you up. So I think we try to not think about it too much, not to analyze everything in the smallest details. Just go in there and play music that we like, make sure it's fun, and hope that other people will like it too.
And the songwriting process with you guys is a little bit more intricate when it comes to dealing with the amount of history that you guys cover.
Yep.
How long does it, on average, take you guys to write one of the songs when it comes to doing the back research to develop the storylines?
It depends a little bit on what kind of era we're talking about. Like, is it World War II, which is one of the most well-documented wars? And then there's also the facts, this is what happened, whether you like it or not, kind of. But if you go all the way back, 2,000 years ago to Sparta, that's more of a legend than history. Then it becomes a bit more complicated to get the facts right, because who knows, and also who writes the stories? It's the winners, usually. Yeah. So it's meticulously trying to get the facts as right as we can, which we always not succeed with doing. But like for Carolus Rex, we had a very famous historian called Bengt Liljegren. It's like one of the most famous in Sweden, who came in and kind of steered us like, no, this is not right, this is what happened. So that we can always do that when we're like in deep waters, But usually we can figure it out and try to get it as right, and of course as interesting as possible. The story needs to be interesting, which kind of makes it pretty hard not to write from different sides, without taking any, being biased or taking any parts. So we do history and we don't take any sides,
Exactly. So. And what kind of influenced you guys to go into that direction of doing historical music instead of just making music, period? You wanted to play music that has a story behind it. Yeah,
exactly. I think that, like, the first album, this was before my time in the band, but was all made up stories and lyrics, kind of. And I guess that the guys felt that it was more like a necessary evil to write the lyrics than something that they enjoyed. And then they wrote Prima Victoria, the song, which is like kind of a big song and pompous and whatnot. So then you needed some lyrics that fitted with the music. And D-Day was kind of a pompous event, to say the least. So I think it came from a genuine interest of history. And that's where it started. Write about things that actually matters. Write about drugs and killing dragons. It's been done a few times before, and there's bands that do it way better than we would ever. So from our end off, it's feels good to write about something that touches people a bit deeper, I suppose.
Yeah, and that uniqueness to the band has drawn a strong fan base. And The Last Stand has had huge success. How do you guys kind of like feel about the success of the album and how quickly the success has kind of come?
It's humbling, very humbling, which also proves the fact in one way that playing heavy metal music that you like actually works, But also the band has been around for 18 years, so it's not that fast. It's a slow and steady progress, but every year, I would say the last 3 albums shit really happened, from my point of view. But I would say it's really humbling, we get to play with these amazing bands like this tour, and we did Iron Maiden support, Scorpion support, How fortunate am I, I'm a drummer from a tiny city in Sweden, so I'm just really happy to be here, and I'm really happy to be able to do do music that people enjoy. So, yeah.
And the last time I saw you guys was the Nightwish tour. You actually played right across in the Fillmore.
Yeah.
And the crowd went crazy for you guys.
Yeah.
What are you guys kind of expecting when you take the stage tonight?
Well, this tour has exceeded our wildest expectations. We didn't really know what to expect because we've been supporting now for I don't know how long, a lot of support tours, and come here and we come to New York and we sell out PlayStation Theater and the Trocadero in Philly. That's the 2 first shows. Like, fuck, man, this is cool shit. Why didn't we do this before, you know? But I guess now's the right time to come here. And you know, also when people have been coming out and, like you said, supporting us in the most dedicated way, then we want to bring it from our side off too, you know. We want to bring a full show with preferably tanks, which we're not doing on this tour, but hey, it's a matter of time if it continues like this. So let's bring a full show, play all the songs that people want to hear, and have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things that makes music is if you guys aren't having fun, the fans aren't having fun.
No, it's totally mutual. It's funny when people say on the meet and greets we've been doing, you know, thanks for coming out to us. Yeah, dude, if you're not coming, we can't come. So it's like symbiosis, you know?
Oh, yeah. Festival season in the U.S. has kicked off. The European festival season is starting up soon. Are you guys planning on playing at any shows that you can announce just so far?
Yeah, man, the summer is packed. Yeah, we'll go home now, and then the first show after that is Download UK, which is cool. Yeah, and then we go off there. We do Grass Pop. We do a bunch of shows. We do 2 festivals in Finland, Tuska. So the festival season is inbound for sure, Sabaton style.
And how's it feel to be playing at the biggest one of them all, Down?
Great. Same there. Super humbling, you know. It's and also you just check the fucking lineups.
Yeah.
What are we doing there? Some Swedish dudes, you know. It's cool as fuck. It's fucking great. Super nice. And yeah, we played there a few years ago too. So now getting a bit more up. Yeah, slowly but surely.
Yeah, one day you guys will be on the main stage.
Yeah, well, at least what we have is like we don't give up. Like this band is fucking relentless, and we will keep on doing that.
And especially in the industry, you have to have that tenacity about the band.
Yep.
And not only just that, but a lot of times the music doesn't make it over to the U.S.
Yeah.
But for you guys and for some of the bigger bands like Nightwish and stuff like that, the U.S. influence has kind of like grown towards you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And can you kind of like tell me a little bit about the struggle as a foreign band trying to make it into the U.S. when our radio stations really won't play?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the biggest difference. Back in Europe, we never had radio play, really, like major radio play. Maybe we had it in Sweden with the Swedish songs, but there's that fact, like it's a very radio-based scene. But then on the other hand, or another thing is that the country is just so fucking big, or the whole North America with Canada. So, you know, if you want to tour here, you need to be here 2-3 times a year. And then you didn't even cover all of it, not close, you know. Yeah. So that's a big difference too. But other than that, I mean, we had a big head start in Europe, starting to tour there in '99. Started to tour here in, I don't know, 12 or something like that. So yeah, we'll keep on coming. Just bash our music into the PA systems of America.
And you, 18 years you guys have been doing it.
Yep.
How much longer do you think that this band can keep going at the rate that you guys are?
Yeah, well, I haven't been in it for 18 years, but you know, staying healthy, enjoying what we do, meeting the fans that come out, then it's all good. So I would say hopefully until we retire. But I don't think we will become one of those bands that come up and then embarrass ourselves when we're 65, you know. I want to see Joachim jump around like that when he's 70, though. So hopefully as long as we can. So yeah, who knows, you know, but
as long as you guys keep making the music that you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, just keep on having fun. I think that's the key, actually. A little bullshit and a lot of fun. just keep that away, you know, shoot straight and yeah, just rock out.
And then the last thing that I'm going to ask you, the album came out a little while ago. Is there any plans for you guys to, after touring stops, to kind of work your way back into the studio and work on some music?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the writing is a constant thing, even on tour. People are writing on their laptops and, you know, making demos, and ideas pop up. You know, and we also meet a lot of people. We meet veterans, and we meet sons and daughters of veterans that we have been singing about. All that input, you know, goes into your pocket of inspiration. And then when you get a little bit of calm and Swedish silence back home, then it's time to pick it up for real.
And that kind of, one more after that. How does it make you guys feel as a band to see these veterans and their reactions to the music that you guys make?
Well, if there's any, yeah, it's like the biggest stamp of approval you can get, you know, when we have actual veterans that we sing about and we have them come out to our shows. You feel very small at the moment, but yeah, those are always very special moments that you really want to embrace fully. You know, we had like a Brazilian vet that came out who's 91 years old, was in the expeditionary forces. It's the only one alive still, you know, he came out with his translator. It's like, yeah, man, I could never believe that I would be doing that, you know, and playing drums. So it's really cool, really cool.
That's awesome. And is there anything else that you would like to add that I haven't touched on?
Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for all the support. And if you keep on coming, we will too. It's a good deal.